The new look Brooklyn Nets kick things off at home. You see Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson coming over in the Kevin Durant trade. They're at home in the Barclays Center as the Nets host a really good Philadelphia 76ers team. And how about the new guys getting to work? Okay, so y'all wanted Kevin Durant over me? How about Johnson with the three and then Bridges with the steal and score? Dorian Finney-Smith came over in the Kyrie Irving trade. He ain't playing no games either. He knocks in a trifecta. Problem is, the Nets had to deal with this man named Joel Embiid, and he's a handful. Bridges knocking in the three. The Nets are up 6. First game out, looking good. But what you gonna do with this dude, though? Nicholas Claxton having a Defensive Player of the Year caliber season. There is nothing Claxton or anybody else can do to stop Embiid when he's knocking in threes like that. But hey, you can steal the rock from Embiid. The turnover leads to the new Nets. Out in transition, and Finney-Smith throws it down. And then, hey, again, you can't block his three-pointer maybe, but Claxton blocking Embiid from the mid-range, and then Claxton running the floor and getting rewarded for his hard efforts. The alley-oop, Spencer Dinwiddie on the lob. Bridges, another jump shot. 12 points for Cam Johnson, 23 for Bridges. Joe Harris still left over from that original Brooklyn regime. He knocks in the three. Nets sitting pretty, 6 minutes to go at home. The big two in Philadelphia's got something to say, though. It's Harden inside, and then Embiid lining it up, fading left. It's a 1-point game. Does Brooklyn have a response? Yes, they do. Spencer Dinwiddie's been a net before. Right back to work. It's Dinwiddie down the lane and showing you that he's got the game. It's a 1-point game in favor of Brooklyn. Harden's going to miss. Embiid's going to grab the offensive board and get fouled. The big fella will go to the line and make 2. Now the Nets need a bucket. Mikal Bridges gets a good look at game, but it's no good. Claxton cannot gather. Bridges missed. To be fair, it was just a tough shot to Tom. Harden gets fouled, goes to the line and makes 2. Last chance for the Nets is Spencer Dinwiddie from the logo to tie the game and force OT. No. The refs will review this bad boy, and it's clear as day. Still in Dinwiddie's hands when time expired, which means the Nets lose. And the new debut of all of their guys by 3. They were a very competitive team against Philadelphia's. The Sixers escape 101-98. New York Knicks having a pretty good season thus far at 31-27, but they have not beaten the Brooklyn Nets in years. Could they do so following the Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving trades? Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle both think so. Drilling mid-range jump shots. Look at Brunson. He's been on an absolute tear thus far this season. His first one as a Knickerbocker. Inside we go. Beautiful ball movement from Steele. New York Knicks Josh Hart, who scores. Brooklyn, look, they got a little bit of everything right now as Cam Johnson, the new net, knocks in the 3. Speaking of new nets, Cam ain't alone. Spencer Dinwiddie came over in the Kyrie trade. Pulls a Kyrie right there, knocking in the 3. Brooklyn up by a deuce. Brunson, again, from the distant area. Looks like every time he calls that number, it goes nowadays. Spencer Dinwiddie, a 3 of his own. Dinwiddie had 28 points. He's an absolute baller. Third quarter, it's more of Brunson. 2 the hard way, plus the foul. And then Brunson on Joe Harris leaves him hanging. I'll call you back. It's Brunson using his strong hand. 15 of 21 from the field for JB. Brunson loving every second of this New York Knicks explosion at home. And his former Villanova teammate Josh Hart joining the fun. How about Josh going and getting him a season-high 27 points? Just what the doctor ordered, a trade. All I needed. Brunson, though, the story in this one, he would drop 40 on the Nets. And the streak of Nets winning over Knicks is finally over as New York improves to 32-27 on the season. I'm going to just say this, all right? Not too much on me, all right? Keep it kosher, okay? The Brooklyn Nets are not a good team today. And maybe not tomorrow. But someday in the next couple years, you know what? I'll say next season. I changed my mind. Brooklyn Nets are making the playoffs next year with the team that they got right now. Now, they're going to likely make the playoffs this year, obviously, because of Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving getting them off to a great start before getting traded. But I'm saying this, okay? They're probably not going to be good in the playoffs this year. But whomever gets the Nets in the first round, you are not sweeping that Brooklyn Nets team. There's going to be a game when you look down the court and say, damn, Spencer, that's how you feel? Mikal, Dorian, go to your room. There's going to be a game in this playoffs where the Nets just say, we ain't getting swept. We got too much pride. Y'all talking about Kevin Durant and Kyrie. We getting traded mid-season. Some good players got traded. These weren't no bums. Cam Johnson. I was supposed to be the next three of the future Phoenix, and y'all traded me mid-season? There's going to be a game in this postseason. I don't care who the Brooklyn Nets play. I don't care. Well, they're saying, we are not getting swept. This ain't the Brooklyn Nets team of last year. We ain't getting swept this year, damn it. And I believe next year they're going to make the playoffs on their own. Bro, that is not a bad team. Like, look, Sean Marks, I'm not sure if he deserved to keep his job as general manager in Brooklyn past this year, but I'll give him credit. For guys in Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving that didn't want to be in Brooklyn any damn way, they didn't trust the Nets organization anyway, he didn't do half bad on the players part of it. I think he did pretty good on the actual players part. Usually we see a lot of these high-profile superstar trades be more about future assets, but I actually think Sean did really good on the players part of it. I thought he could have did better on the future aspects of it if the report out there is true that the Memphis Grizzlies were willing to give up every first-round pick they had for Kevin Durant and then the same deal for Mikal Bridges, then that's something to question. Like, yo, were y'all just willing to give Kevin Durant whatever he wanted? And a trade to Phoenix is what he wanted? I don't know about that part of it, but from a player perspective, these are guys that hoop in this league. You mix in some young fellas like Cam Thomas and Seth Curry around as well. He's still a sniper. Joe Harris still around. Nicholas Claxton wants more money. I'm telling y'all, the Brooklyn Nets are a playoff team next year.